Good morning, everyone. We're going to make this super duper quick. We had some technical difficulties. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get you through your forecast because I know First Alert Weather Day is fresh on your mind. So right now, temperature is 68, very kind of gloomy looking outside today. You can see that's gray on Parkway. It's not super slow moving, but I think everybody's just kind of moving at a slower pace today. It's just a gloomy looking Friday. So here's what we're looking at as far as radar so far. We have a couple of slight showers already just outside Moulton to the south. Looks like we're going to continue to see some rain chances popping up later on this afternoon. So we'll walk you through it hour by hour. Tune in at noon and we'll go through it at that point. We'll start to see our wind speed picking up later on today, though our wind gusts, I don't think this is updated properly just yet. Our wind gusts later on tonight could be right around 40 to 50 miles per hour. Some areas may even see 60, and that's what makes it a First Alert Weather Day. So getting you through your afternoon though, we will see those 70s right around 1 and 3 p.m. That'll be most of our afternoon. Heading into the evening is when we start to see those showers and storms. So cloudy conditions will be around for most of the day. We could possibly see a snatch of sunlight right around 3 o'clock, but even still, it's going to be kind of gray outside. Looking at 7, that's when those scattered thunderstorms start to make their way in. We'll be in those mid 60s. So temperature wise, not going to feel that chill just yet. That'll be more so toward our Sunday. That's when we'll start to see more of the cooler conditions, and then moving into Monday, that's another First Alert Weather Day in which that one's going to be more so about the fact that it's chilly. We're seeing some 20s in the lows, and we're also possibly seeing some snow flurries. Brad said it. I'm just telling you what we know and what we're seeing. So I know that's the initial shock of it. He said it in the entire newsroom. Kid you not. All of us were like, you've got to be kidding. So I was like, I thought I saw that, but I thought I was just being delusional. So I usually like to ask for a second opinion before I tell y'all some crazy stuff like that. But next 12 hours from now into later this evening, we'll start to see those showers overnight. Might carry over into our Saturday morning as well. So keep that in mind as you make your plans for your Saturday. We're going to see a good deal of those rain chances earlier in the day. So if you have some early morning plans, poncho, rain jacket, umbrella, or just kind of move it indoors if at all possible. But just keep those umbrellas on standby walking through your evening and your Saturday morning. So tonight, 50s is where we'll sit for our lows, showers and thunderstorms, and heavy rain, strong wind for sure. Like I mentioned, we could get wind gusts up to about 40 to 50 miles per hour. So keep that in mind for your evening. Again, today's First Alert Weather Day, so we'll be updating you all day long as things change and how they ebb and flow. Looks like we're also going to see some later showers Saturday as well. Friday showers will carry over into the early hours of Saturday, but as we get into Saturday into Sunday, weak cold front moving through. Looks like that's where that push of rain's coming in for Sunday as well. We're going to see that slight cold front. It's going to be quite heavy and more temperature based, because you'll see we go from 73 as a high to about 54 on Sunday. So pull out those jackets, everyone. Look at Monday. That is a 30. 30 and the high is 39. We could see some possible flurries, 20% chance of that. Looks like getting into Veterans Day for the parade. Beautiful sunshine is expected, but it is going to be a chilly start because our lows will be at about 24. These are numbers, and we're getting to that point of year that I'm like, this is like making me cold talking about it. So, and this is a really funky setup as far as our temperatures go, because Monday and Tuesday, cold days, lows, chilly. Honestly, I could even say it, freezing, right? But as we get to Thursday and Friday, and even Saturday, we're back to like the upper 60s and low end 70s. So this is a very strong cold front, and that's why we're getting snatches of rain in and around each of these days that will, by Monday, crystallize and become little snow flurry, snowflakes. So not expecting a heavy snow. So let's take that out your mind. You may see it blowing through the breeze, but not a heavy snow, nothing to panic about. We are just seeing this as our first real freeze of the year and the coldest weather we've seen all season. So that's what makes it a first alert weather day. I would like to preface a lot of that by saying, by letting you know why we make it a first alert weather day. And it can be something so simple as a complete shift in pattern from our normal weather pattern. This is kind of early for some of this cooler weather as well. Me and Jeff were just kind of discussing that. I was like, this time last year, it wasn't in the 30s just yet. Now, we did have like some upper 50s for Veterans Day. He recalled that for the parade last year. But it was cold day of. So what we have on Tuesday was the big dip. What we have this year, 2025, on Monday, November 10th, that is drastic. That's going to be a little bit of a culture shock. And I'm kind of glad that we somewhat ease into it come Sunday. We go from 73 to 54, because if we drop from 73 to 39, me personally, I'd be a little concerned. So just keep it in mind. You may want to go ahead and pull out a heavier jacket just because, you know, we're in those 30s. So I wouldn't look at you any kind of way for it. Honestly, I'm alongside you. I know exactly which bubble jacket, puffer jacket I'm about to pull out. And we're going to go through Monday. We're going to get through it. And then it'll be fine. And then the next time that we see the 30s on the forecast, we've already felt it. So then we're like, okay, we felt that back in November. No big deal. So we just got to get through that cold shock, a very cold snap. And I will say, just to be on the safe side, think about your pets, your plants, and your pipes. Since it's such a short turnaround time of that degree, I don't imagine it would do major damage, but I would say more so your outdoor plants and pets for sure. Your pipes may be okay, but then again, I'm not a home improvement kind of gal, so I may have to double check with Brad on that one. But for sure with your pets and plants, I know about those two things. You may want to pull your plants inside or cover them, whatever your process is for taking care of your plants. Go ahead and take care of that and do what you do there. Also to note, I know some people, this is a very niche group of people I may be speaking to, but fish, for example, I've learned the hard way. Sometimes we'll have these random cold snaps where we'll be in the 50s for like 2 or 3 days and then jump back into the 70s, and it shocks your fish, and that's how they pass. So definitely be on the lookout for your pets, because you know your dogs will be okay if they're inside. Cats are cats. They'll be just okay. Bunnies prefer the cold a little bit, so I've had a dog, a cat, a bunny, and a bunch of fish. So that's where my expertise comes in here. But yes, your bunnies should be okay. Honestly, I'm not sure how you do it, but if you want to let them sit outside for a little bit, take their enclosure on the back patio and let them sit outside for a little moment, they do kind of enjoy it. But yeah, other than that, if there's any pets I'm not thinking of, those reptiles. Now, I'm not a reptile girl, but they may also need some extra attention, love, and care for the next couple of days. So keep that in mind. Of course, we won't be here very long, but I want you to just go ahead and start your precautions early on, just so when we do get to the point that 30s are inevitable, every single day is 38, 39, 32, you know. I just want you to be already cognizant and aware. But since we're going to have a cooler stretch of weather, I know this may be a little detrimental to some of our plants and pets for sure. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. I know some folks are traveling. You may have some travel plans. I know LSU is playing in Tuscaloosa. Roll Tide. right? Be safe because there are some rain chances across the state. So be safe as you're traveling. And I will see you at noon, maybe in TVL as well. Peyton's not in today, so. But we'll see you in a couple minutes, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. I'll be back Monday with another Weather Extra. See you then.